Thank you, Melissa. As you know, we are here tonight to recognize the best new custom installation targeted products in an industry that we are all so passionate about. Before we begin, we'd like to cover a few brief notes with you so that everybody knows the lay of the land for this event. We're excited to be presenting the Mark of Excellence Awards here at the 2016 CES. The MOE Awards recognize residential and commercial custom installation projects performed by professional integrators, as well as consumer technology products and services that are primarily targeted at the custom installation channel. You might be wondering how the MOE products are compared with the CEA Innovation Award, which are also handed out here at the CES show. The Innovation Awards center on products that have a mass consumer appeal and are sold directly to consumers without the need for professional installations. And that's where the MOE Awards differentiate themselves. These are products and services for the custom installation channel. They might, in some cases, be sold directly to the consumer, but in those cases, they're meant to interact with custom products installed by the integrator. Once again, the MOE Excellence Awards was very successful, with 158 total entries of products and projects. We encourage you all to follow along in the program that have been provided, where you will find more information about the product names, the descriptions for each of the finalists and the winners.
From the CIA.
Additionally, tonight's winners of these prestigious awards receive coverage in various trade and consumer media. Once again, we have a marketing relationship in place with CE Pro magazine. CE Pro magazine has committed to a high-profile coverage of the awards as the cover story for the March 2016 print edition with over 32,000 readers, as well as the online version at cepro.com with over 140,000 unique visitors every month. That coverage will include the write-up of every entry. In addition, throughout the year, CE Pro will be focusing on a particular project installation entries for even more exposure. But this marketing partnership is not exclusive. Indeed, this year, we've added thisoldhouse.com as an end-user media that will be displaying many of the entries. This is exciting, as the website has more than 4 million unique visitors monthly. All winners will garner year-round exposure at the Consumer Technology Association website and at the CES website at cesweb.org, and through CT's various social media outlets such as Facebook and Twitter. Winners also earn the right to place the prestigious Mark of Excellence Award logo on their company materials and website. Winners will get the Mark of Excellence Winner Award next to their names at the Tech Home Installer Locator database. Also new this year, we're very excited to announce an agreement with Green Builder Media, the publishers of Green Builder magazine. To tell you more about this media, I would like to invite Sarah Gutterman of Green Builder Media to the stage.
Hi there, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me tonight. That's to CTA. Thank you so much for having me here. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. For those of you who are not familiar with Green Builder Media, we are the nation's leading media company focused on green building and sustainable living. We have a variety of media channels, starting with our flagship publication, Green Builder Magazine. And then we've got, of course, a whole suite of online, mobile, digital, and social media, doing some really neat things with content marketing. And I'd love to talk with any of you about those media channels. Through our media channels, we reach about 200,000 of the most progressive building professionals across the U.S., but perhaps more importantly for you all, we reach about 38 million consumers who have opted in for information about sustainable living. So when CTA asked me to come talk with you just for a few minutes tonight, I thought about, well, what could I say to you all, some of the most advanced smart home technologies and products, companies, that would be meaningful and interesting. So I put together a couple of thoughts based on the market intelligence and the trends that we've collected based on our hybrid trade and consumer audience, and I just wanted to share a couple of those with you, and hopefully they will be interesting and meaningful to you. I think that what we have seen first, to start with, here at CES over the last couple of years is certainly the evolution of IoT. It's manifest everywhere, as you all know, and thanks to you, I should say, in the form of everything from connected devices and wearables and appliances to smart home platforms, virtual reality systems, vehicles, etc. You all know the landscape. What's really interesting to us as an observation at this show is that over the last couple of years, IoT was really just budding. It was just emerging, but certainly this year, I think we can say that IoT is here. Perhaps I can say IoT 2.0 is here. And again, I think that's really thanks to your innovation and breakthrough technologies. How that relates to our readers and the market intelligence that we've gathered is we've also seen a transformation in terms of how trades and consumers look at connected home technologies. The first trend that I think is meaningful is what I call from hook to transformation. So I think a few years ago, a lot of folks were interested, a lot of homeowners were interested in IoT because of energy savings, cost savings. Maybe there were some that were interested in making their homes healthier because they had a sick child, and so they wanted improved indoor air quality. Maybe a few were active, avid gardeners and wanted smart irrigation systems. Now what we're seeing is there may be that hook based on their preferences and interests, but once they understand the convenience, the peace of mind, the lifestyle enhancement from enabling smart home technologies, they will want the entire ecosystem. So I think that as we've seen you all sync together and integrate, that's very much aligned with what our home owner readers as well as our trade audience is wanting and demanding. The next trend that we see is the sustainability technology nexus. At this point, it's not really enough to just have a sustainability story or to just have a technology story. We're seeing that our readers are really demanding the synthesis of those two things. The sustainability component is providing the purchase decision, then of course the technology provides the cool factor. But that synthesis, that nexus, is really that tangible value that our readers are looking for. So they are looking for, saving energy, water, time, money, keeping their families safe and secure, taking human error, or what I call removing the chaos out of life by having the easy button to set customized preferences based on their lifestyles. But we really are understanding now that sustainability and enabling technologies are inextricably linked, and we really can't have one without the other. The third trend that we're seeing is that we're moving, that our homeowners want technology to move from problem sensor to problem solver. So they don't want their enabling technologies just to tell them what their issues are. They want that technology to provide meaningful and viable suggestions and recommendations to enhance their lives. And the last trend is that we're seeing a changing face of the specifier. When we first started Green Builder Media over a decade ago, which seems like a lifetime, we would ask our trade readers, who is the specifier of products in homes? And the builders and the architects used to duke it out. Like, I make the decisions. No, I make the decisions. But now, over the last couple of years, as we've asked our trade and consumer readers, everyone is telling us that it is the consumers, the homeowners, who are making product decisions and specifications for the home. So for product manufacturers, particularly in the smart home space, it's really important that you speak to the consumers. However, it's also really important, we're finding, that you do have that dialogue with the building professionals so that they can talk to one another, because we're finding that the homeowners will call their contractor or their builder or their architect, whoever they have that relationship with, to justify the purchase decision and decide on which specific brands to buy. So that's really all I have to say tonight, except again, thank you and congratulations to all the award winners. I'll be around later, so if any of you have any questions about those trends, happy to chat with you.
Thank you, Sarah. In addition to the Green Builder Media and CES Pro exposure, MOE Awards are also presented online. So taking all of this into account, this is by far the most guaranteed exposure we have ever offered to the entries. I would like to recognize the Tech Home Mark of Excellence Award Committee, who takes responsibility for working closely with CTA staff in managing the Mark of Excellence Award program. Will the committee members please stand? I think they're already all standing over there.
This is a fun group.
With the ever-changing speed of technology, the committee reworks the product categories every year so that it's a lot of work. We're truly privileged to have this group of smart, experienced, and energized people volunteering their time all year long in an effort that culminates in tonight's festivities. None of these awards would be possible without the fine contributions of the industry representatives who volunteered their time to judge all of the entries. We'd like to single out the judges and ask them to stand so we can appreciate their efforts. Judges. I can tell you it's not easy being a judge for the MOE program. Judging is done by a ranking of every entry on a scale of 1 to 10 on criteria that includes overall innovation, benefits to the homeowner, as well as the integrator. These scores were then tallied and the winners were selected based on those scores, plain and simple. Product entries required the date of shipment, and if the product had not yet shipped, that was also taken into account by the judges. If the tallied score was a tie, instead of breaking a tie, we're awarding both winners. At this time, I'd also like to take a moment and thank the fantastic CTA staff who ensure that the Mark of Excellence program events are successful. We'd like to express our appreciation by asking them to stand and recognize them. We'd like to thank all of you for the hard work you put into this program to make it a success for all of our participants. Here's how tonight's going to work. Winners, when you're announced, please send one person to collect the award. Award recipients will receive their awards from either myself or Melissa Andresco. Each winner will have their photo taken with the award and should then proceed across the stage. Additional group shots will be taken at the end of the event, so be sure to stick around for that.